Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Brahma Bulletin. I'm the Bullish Brahma, and I'm here to provide you the latest updates, headlines, stories, previews, and reviews on the San Antonio Brahmas. In today's video, I'm going to review the first ever draft of the Brahmas, which takes place in Las Vegas, Nevada today on November 16th of 2022. Unlike the NFL, the XFL is doing their draft just a little bit differently. On day one, they will feature 4 position groupings with 11 rounds of picks per groupings. Day one groupings will consist of offensive skill positions. That is your wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, and fullbacks. The next grouping will be defensive backs, such as your cornerbacks, your safeties, and your nickels. The next grouping will be the defensive front 7. That's your interior linebackers, your edge rushers, defensive ends, and defensive tackles. The last grouping will be the offensive line. That's your left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, and right tackle. Day 2, which will be on the 17th of November, will be just like day 1, but will focus on special teams. After that, there will be an open draft for remaining players, so just like a free-for-all. Now, previously, the Brahmas announced the 2 quarterbacks because the XFL did their quarterback announcements yesterday on the 15th of November. And their 2 quarterbacks was Ja'Juan Pass and Anthony Russo. Now, Ja'Juan Pass was suspected to be the San Antonio Brahmas quarterback, and he was a quarterback for Louisville from 2017 to 2021 with career passing stats of 5,171 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 25 interceptions. Anthony Russo, he's not to be confused with the Anthony Russo who, along with his brother Joseph, directed the Infinity War and Endgame movies. But this Anthony Russo, he was the quarterback at Temple from 2018 to 2020, and then transferred to Michigan State for the 2021 season. And he finished his college career with 6,330 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 32 interceptions. Right now, as of this video, they are still doing their draft, and I will make another video when the draft is complete, and then we're going to go and look at each individual player, kind of do a little in-depth review on each player. Now, I have to be fully transparent with y'all. When these names were being announced, most of them was like, who? I never really heard of anybody. The quarterbacks was drafted. The only one I really heard of was Kyle Sloter, who just happened to be the backup quarterback with the Minnesota Vikings, and the Minnesota Vikings is my team. I'm originally from Minnesota, and that is the team that I follow. So I knew him, and I did heard of A.J. McCarron, but the rest of the quarterbacks I'm not really familiar with. And I really don't know anything about this Ja'Juan Pass character or Anthony Russo. Once again, not the Avengers director, Anthony Russo. But the exciting thing about doing this brand new league and starting it from scratch is that we are going to be able to learn about these players from the very beginning, from day 1. And hopefully we'll be able to learn about them more, and we can develop hopefully a good relationship with the players and get to really know them a lot better. And so they'll go from a who to someone that we are intimately familiar with. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited about the XFL coming to San Antonio, having a team here. It'd be very, very cool to have one here, and I'm extra excited for that. So once again, we'll finish off day 1 draft today. So tomorrow we should have everybody's names that have been drafted by San Antonio. And then we'll start with day 2. We'll go to day 2 after that. And after everybody's been drafted, we'll do a in-depth analysis player by player and break down what we know about them. And then we'll start the exciting journey of doing some reckless speculation and analysis and predictions about the team and the upcoming season. And the really cool thing about this is that we're starting from scratch. Everybody. There is no historical data on any of these teams, so we can't go in the past and say, well, last year this team did this, so we can predict how they're going to do. This is all brand new. and we have really no historical data to base any predictions off of. So that's a really cool, exciting part about doing this for now. So until then, horns up, San Antonio, and keep your horns pointed forward. And we'll catch you in the next video.